we had this vision that we knew we wanted to be the biggest band in the world. We never entertained that we might not do it. We knew if we had that belief, then maybe, possibly, we could do it.
Mel C, a.k.a. Sporty Spice, reflecting on the meteoric rise and lasting legacy of the Spice Girls. From Wannabe to Stop. To spice up your life. The Spice Girls have been the soundtrack for generations.
It's been quite a few decades now, actually, since some of these songs came out. They're still bangers. They are still so good today.
I know, they're kind of timeless in a way, aren't they? I think there was such a uniqueness to the Spice Girls that it's wonderful we have new generations of young people discovering it.
In her new memoir, The Sporty One, Melanie Chisholm takes us back to the days before Spice Mania, when she was just a girl from Northern England.
You drew Melanie C. Superstar into your high school notebooks?
Yeah.
That's incredible. How did you have that sense of, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna make it?
I became single-minded really quickly, and I was on that mission.
In 1994, a 20-year-old Melanie showed up to an open audition for an all-female pop group. The rest is history.
If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends.
Their first single, Wannabe, in 1996, reached #1 in 37 countries. Their debut album, Spice, still the best-selling album from a female music group in history. The women reveled in celebrating their individuality.
We were in rehearsals and looking in the mirror, and I remember the day, and it's just like, you know, I was often in sportswear. I remember being a little baby doll dress, and we were just like, why don't we just wear what we wear? A lot of people were like, oh, it's a bit chaotic, it's, you know, it's not great on the eye. But it worked for us, and then we were working with Top of the Pops magazine, and they gave us these nicknames that everybody has gone on to know.
Those nicknames, Posh Spice, Scary Spice, Ginger Spice, Baby Spice, and Sporty Spice, stuck.
For us, it was really fun because we were able to become caricatures of ourselves. And the thing is, you know, many years have passed and so much has gone on, but when we get together, it's like there's no denying we are those Spice names. Yeah. There's no getting away from it.
You kind of always will be sporty.
Absolutely.
Yes.
The band also used their voice to introduce the world to girl power.
We famously shouted about girl power, and that wasn't our intention originally. We wanted to make music, we wanted to have fun. And then you're told by lots of people, girl bands don't sell, you know, young girls want to buy records by boys. And we were like, no way. We were like, we want to do this for the girls. You know, we have a point to prove.
You guys came up with girl power before Me Too, before Time's Up. I mean, this really broke boundaries.
Yeah, women were finding more of a voice and being heard, and we were so lucky to be part of that wave. There's so many boy bands and so many boy acts. I think girls like to see some other girls doing it for a change.
Those shouts of girl power soon heard around the world.
Ready? Go! Are you filming? Go!
Their popularity in the late 1990s garnering dolls, clothing lines, and even a movie, Spice World.
Oh, I like the blonde one. No. Sporty.
And in full disclosure, I was one of those preteens obsessed with the Spice Girls in the late 1990s. And in a career highlight, Mel C indulged me with a special lesson.
I'm so excited because I'm learning from the master right now. This is like every dream I've ever had.
So I think a good little Spice Girls routine to learn is stop.
One of my favorites,
Yeah, excellent. Okay, so we go, stop right now. Thank you very much. I need somebody with a human touch. Hey, you, always on the run. Gotta slow it down, baby. Gotta have some fun.
How'd I do?
You were great.
Here you were, 5 young women on this ride of a lifetime, but you really were these 5 friends.
You know, the thing which I love, when we look back at the video for Wannabe, that was very much how we operated. We were going into record labels before we were signed. We were going into publishing companies, and I was jumping on the table and doing a backflip, and we were playing our songs, and we were just causing like mayhem wherever we went.
Even taking that mayhem and sense of fun to the royal family, with a now famous meeting between the Spice Girls and a then Prince Charles.
It's so good.
Haven't changed a bit.
Didn't he tell you he was so excited to meet you as well?
He said it was the best day of his life. Yes. So there was a little bit of bottom patting and some lipstick left on cheeks.
But as their fame increased, so did the scrutiny. Melanie became a target for the tabloids.
And it can almost be easy to forget just how horrible some of those headlines were, especially about a young woman and her body and the way she looks. Were the comments from the tabloids, that directly related to your disordered eating?
I think it was a combination of things, you know. I think that the most painful thing here was I'd been open and honest. I was having mental health issues. I was, you know, struggling with my eating, and I gained some weight, and they continued to criticise me and almost make fun of me. And thank goodness now we are much more open, talking about things like depression and anorexia.
It wasn't until after she went solo in 1999, with more emotional hits like I Turn to You, that the singer finally addressed the anorexia and depression she had been struggling with.
I want this book to, you know, to be of comfort to people. In my experience, a lot of women, we're very cruel to ourselves. We speak to ourselves internally like we would never dare speak to another human being. But it's like, you know what? You're enough.
Now a mom to a teenager, she continues to perform, both solo and with her beloved Spice Girls.
Spice Girls are still the Spice Girls. You guys have never broken up.
No matter what, we are always there for each other. And we were back on stage just before the pandemic. Victoria sadly wasn't with us, but she's still very much part of the band. And, you know, we're still working on her for the next round of shows.
That's a little bit of a tease. Will there be a next round of shows?
I really hope so. We talk about it constantly, and I'm sure it will happen at some point.
If you wanna be my lover.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.